This image is about dreaming. This image is of two girls with brown hair, wrapped up in a gingham blanket, laying on the sidewalk. The girls have their eyes closed, and there are 9 stars and a crescent moon drawn on the sidewalk with what looks like to be white chalk. This image clearly represents dreaming and the importance of dreaming as a college student. This image reminds the viewer to keep their dreams in mind when pursuing their college career. It is important for college-age students to dream because without a dream, students may struggle in class and in school. And in the sense of long-term, they may struggle with finding a job that they really want and that they love, and that continues to push them to be the best student and worker that they can. This image represents dreaming because of the stars, the moon, and the girls who look to be as if they're going to sleep. The elements in this image include shapes, textures, lines, and pattern. The shapes in this image include the stars and the moon that are drawn on the concrete, which is a good touch to make to this photograph, making it more obvious that it is about dreaming. More shapes in this image include the squares on the blanket, which add a point of focus to the image. I like that the blanket is off. To the right side, but it still becomes one of the main elements that your eyes are drawn to. It becomes almost like the focus. The textures in this image include the blanket. It looks warm and cozy. The texture of this blanket reminds me of the comfort of my own bed. And this blanket and these sleeping girls remind me of dreams that I have had in the past. Another texture in this image is the sidewalk. The texture is hard, cold, rough. The concrete is a very different texture than the blanket. When I see the concrete, I think cold, and when I see the blanket, I see warmth. But that difference offers a good comparison and contrast. Another element in this photo is lines. The big, thick line in the middle of the photo, going diagonally, is the intentional crack in the concrete. This line is very harsh and makes the photo look split in half. But the girls that are wrapped up in the blanket make the photo conjoined again because the crack disappears under the blanket. There are also lines on the blanket that make up the pattern of gingham. The last element in this photo is pattern. The pattern in this image is on the blanket. This blanket has a pattern of gingham and gives the photo something new and different. It contrasts well against the concrete. I think that the color and almost editing of this photo is really cool. It's bright, but also cold. What I would change about this image is maybe adding pillows. The girls could rest their heads on pillows to make it look even more like they're in bed and asleep. Also, maybe drawing more stars and maybe add a thought level to the girls. I think adding chalk designs would complete the image and make it more focused on dreaming. I like that the concept of dreaming was taken so literally in this image, but maybe in the corners or next to the girls there could be pencils, paper, or books placed on the ground to make it more focused on dreaming and academic achievement.